This is just some guy named Jay of Southeast Hip Hop Magazine, and today we'll be interviewing Billy Danze of the legendary group M.O.P. In the interview, we'll be talking about his new projects, Street Certified, Raps United Nations, the artist on We Build Hits. Oh, and speaking of We Build Hits, he has a 60-day campaign on Indiegogo, on Indiegogo.com. Just search We Build Hits on Indiegogo on the website, and for more information on that. And also, you can make a contribution. And if you make a contribution, you also receive some nice perks and gifts from Billy Danze himself. So definitely check that out. Before we get into the interview, though, I want to give some quick shout-outs. Shout out to Diamond Royalty, Some Kosher Yuppie, and An1 on South Coast Records, Abyss of Blazed Up Records, Shice DiBiase, Consuming Fire Global Ministries, Robin Lynn's Productions, and singer-songwriter Angel Sessions. Alright, now let's get into this interview with Billy Danze of M.O.P. Alright, this is just some guy named Jay, and we're in the spot with Billy Danze of the legendary M.O.P. How you doing, Billy Danze?
I'm all right, brother. I'm out here, man. I'm carrying the flag, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You ready for this interview?
Let's go.
All right. Now y'all have a hot new single out called 187. For those that haven't heard it yet, how would you describe the new single?
It's an assassination on the music industry today.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily young artists or older artists. It's just the way that we feel things are moving. You know, some artists, you know, I believe everybody deserves an opportunity to be in a winning position, but I don't believe everybody is worthy of being on the red carpet at every show. You know what I'm saying? So, in the song, we kind of touch on that. Kind of touch on the groupies that's making the artists feel that they're extra special, when they're just regular. We also touch on the topic of the major companies coming into the, you know, the artists come, major labels come in and take everything from them, give them these 360 deals, make them feel like they actually winning when they're actually losing.
Yeah.
So we touch on all of that in 187, man. We're not 187. I mean, we all know streetwise what the code stands for, but it's not about hurting anybody. We don't want to hurt anybody, man. We're just expressing ourselves. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, oh yes. And speaking of expressing yourself, and I know this may be a loaded question, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. Who do you feel right now in the game is whack? Like who do you feel is bringing it down hip hop? You can name names.
You know what? Here's my take on that. I feel like you need whatever's whack so you can tell what's dope.
Ah.
You know what I'm saying? So we need everything. Like this music, this hip hop music. I mean, it was created in the Bronx by, you know, Kool Herc and Africa Bambaataa and all those cats. They started it. But the way that it's twisting and turning now, I think it's a blessing because Kool Herc and those cats in the Bronx, they didn't expect it just to stay one way. If it stayed right there contained to the Bronx, then the cats that grew up in the urban communities on these corners with no opportunities wouldn't have multi-million-dollar bank accounts or doing big billion-dollar deals like Dre and living in these nice houses, driving these nice cars, you know what I'm saying? So I think everybody is necessary that we have in hip-hop. Whether I like it, you like it, or we don't like it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's necessary. It's all necessary. So who's ever whack, that's just a matter of somebody's opinion. You know what I mean? But we need it all, bro.
Oh, yes. I definitely agree. I definitely agree. You know, now getting back to the 187 track, it's going to be on the upcoming Street Certified EP that's going to be released on Halloween Day, I heard.
Yep.
Now, what? Yes. Oh, yes. Now, what can fans and listeners expect to hear on this new EP?
Well, you can expect to get M.O.P. a new and improved, traditional M.O.P., but new and improved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We always step it up every album, every project. Lyrics has never been a problem for us. The sharpness, the content has never been a problem for us. Fresh production or the traditional production that M.O.P. uses has always been a formula that worked for us. We're a group that's been in the business for many years. We worked with everybody from, from Jay-Z to Puffy to Biggie to, 50, Busta Rhymes, everybody that's out there M.O.P. worked with, and we always held our own. And the push that we got out of it was from the fans, giving us that push because we do represent that part of society that people try to forget about, and we speak for them. And these people are around the world, and they give us that drive and that push to keep going. So this EP is just as incredible as the last M.O.P. album, or Warriors album, or whatever M.O.P. album is your favorite album. Like, you're gonna get Billy Danze and Lil Fame at their best, just like always.
Oh yes, oh yes. Now, basically, you're saying it's going to be that traditional boom bap M.O.P. sound, but just more of an updated version of the more of a 2014 sound, but still staying in your lane, basically.
Of course. Like, we're not going to be reaching because that's not what we do. Like, when we walked in the game, my manager and my whole team sat us down and was like, well, let's make a decision on what it is that you want to do. And we came to the conclusion that we just want to be us. And people accepted us, so we're not going to turn our back on people now and try to change and do other styles of music that they won't appreciate from M.O.P. So, you got cats that do the other sound of music, the other styles, so they don't need nobody to come in there and do that. They need somebody to do what M.O.P. does, and can't no one do what M.O.P. does but M.O.P. So, you know what I'm saying? That's why the void has never filled. If we fall back for a little while, like people go, yo, we need hard hip-hop, we need traditional hip-hop, dope, hard, traditional hip-hop, and you can only get that from M.O.P. So now we're back on the block, you know what I mean? We don't got to move nobody over. Everybody can stay exactly where they at, which is in their lane, and we're going to stand out and keep it rolling.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. Now, for the upcoming EP, is it going to be strictly you and Fame, or you have any guests on there as well, or what?
You know what? You never know, bro. Like, we got enough records to close it out. But this interview may inspire me to go, you know what, I want to do a record with Nas.
Okay.
Get on the phone with him after or whatever, or I have Premier call him and we put one together. But as of right now, the title track from the EP was already released earlier this year, which is called Street Certified, and it features Mobb Deep. So as of right now, it's M.O.P. With one feature, which is Mobb Deep, and like I said, tomorrow we may just do another joint. You know what I'm saying? Just to make it that much more incredible. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yes, oh yes. And speaking of incredible, and speaking of DJ Premier, now I was thinking to myself a while back. I said, M.O.P. always sound good on Primo tracks. And I was thinking to myself, what would sound good? An entire project produced by DJ Premier. Then I found out that it's actually going to happen, and my dreams will come true. Yeah. And I hope I'm one of the people that's leaking it right now, because I don't want everybody to have the information. I want to be the first to put that out there, that y'all doing the track, you doing the album with DJ Premier.
Well, I'm sorry, my brother, but I think you're gonna be a little late on that.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
So the plan is to drop the EP in the full album. Now we're debating on, do we drop the EP? We're gonna definitely drop the EP first. But then the next project is that the M.O.P., the full-length M.O.P. project, or the full-length M.O.P. and Premier project. So that's what we're kind of debating on right now. However, we are working on both right now.
Okay.
So every other week we'll go in and bang out a Premier joint, or every other week we'll go in and bang out a joint just for the M.O.P. album. So we're just working, bro. We want to make sure that we get the best out of this time in hip-hop, you know what I'm saying, working with Premier and me and Fame, entering, passing out 20-year plus in the business. We're just going. Like, it feels like it's brand new, man, because every record that we're cranking out is sounding just like it's supposed to. Everybody's happy with it. And when we get the approval of Premier on these records, like, I'm more than happy. So, we running, brother. We ready to go, man.
Oh yes, my mouth is watering for that DJ Premier project. I can't wait. Now out of all,
for you, bro.
Say what now?
We got it for you, man.
Oh yes, oh yes. Now out of all the new tracks you've been recording for Street Certified and for the Primo album, what song would you say is your favorite right now that you all recorded recently?
We have a song called American Muscle that is produced by my boy Free the Dreamer. And it's a huge record, dude. Like, when I say huge, I mean huge. It's traditional M.O.P. lyrically, with that same feel, that driving, pounding, beat or whatever. But it just feels so huge to me, man. Like, that's a record that I'm really, really proud of, yo. There's a few joints, but that one right there, and maybe because I listened to it so much yesterday,
yeah.
That's my favorite joint right now.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it may be a joint called Shake 'Em Up that was produced by a female producer, a friend of mine named Jazzy Moto. She's from the West Coast, and her beats are stupid, dog. I've never seen a petite, beautiful woman like her crank out some big, monstrous fucking hood beats like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a pleasure to work with her. So, like I said, man, we got a gang of joints that I can choose. I can keep choosing, saying this one's my favorite, that one's my favorite. But realistically, I'm happy with everything that we put together.
Oh, okay. Now let's talk about Raps United Nations for a quick sec. Now, for the people that's not aware, could you tell the fans and listeners about Raps United Nations?
Raps United Nation is exactly what it is. It's about rappers, and we all uniting as one nation. What I did was, me, myself, because I traveled the world, I toured everywhere on the planet. I'm not the kind of artist that gets off the stage and runs backstage, dry off, jump in the car and leave.
Yeah.
So I mingle with the fans. And many a times I've walked into ciphers right outside the venue or behind the venue or wherever, and I would see these kids, kind of just friendly competition, just going at each other, whatever. And I'm sitting there, I can sit there and listen. Sometimes I wouldn't know what they're saying because of the language barrier, but just seeing the passion in these kids. And I said, you know what? Somebody got to help at some point. So just listen to what they're doing and how passionate they are. I'm knowing that some of these kids that, will wrap circles around the top guys. The only problem is nobody knows it. So I created Raps United Nation to help push the underrated or the unknown artists a little further. We did 4 projects in the U.S., 5 now with the Raps United Nation New York edition. We did 1 female project, which is just all women, which is amazing. We did a project in Germany, all German artists, Portugal, all Portuguese artists, the UK, all London artists, France, all French artists, and Canada, all Canadian artists. And then what we do is we put the record, we put it together pretty much as a mixtape, but we move it sort of like an album or a compilation, where we do videos, we hire PR people to move it around, get press done and all of that. And it's all about unity when it comes to Raps United Nation, because here's my thought, like, you don't really have to be signed or be a platinum artist to take care of your family. In Raps United Nation, we have about 8,000 members worldwide right now. If a Raps United Nation artist put out a mixtape, like, all 8,000 of us have to support him. So if it's, if you charge a $5 a piece, that's like 40 grand for you.
Yeah.
Because we gotta go in there, and we gotta, and we just do it for each other. So, 40 grand, you do that twice a year, you got $80,000. Now, it's not a shitload of money, but it's take care of your family.
Oh yeah. That's a great concept.
Yeah, that's it, man.
Now out of the Raps United Nations, is there? And I know I know it's so many. Like you said, you named all. I mean, not named. I mean, you said the numbers of. It's a pretty big. It's huge. But are there any rising stars out of the compilations, or anybody that you would like to, kind of point out, kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Here's what did, bro. From Raps United Nation, the buzz from Raps United Nation sparked the interest in a big major company.
Yeah.
So what happened was, within 7 months, we had deals on the table for 6 different artists, and we had a label deal at Red Distribution, which is a Sony-owned company.
Yeah.
So we signed a deal with Red to distribute We Build Hits, which is the name of the record company. Our record company is We Build Hits, and what we do is we kind of use Raps United Nation as a breeding ground, and we kind of take who we believe is the most solid artist on each mixtape and pull them from the mixtape and offer them a deal on We Build Hits, which is going through Sony at the moment.
Ah.
You know what I mean? So we pulled down. Right now, we got 8 artists signed to We Build Hits that all came through Raps United Nation.
Okay. Okay. Now, how can artists get down? Like, how can they submit music for Raps United Nation?
Well, you can go and Google Raps United Nation and kind of see like when's the next project's coming up, if it's in America or some other country, anywhere around the world. You can just Google it and you'll get all the information there. You can also hit Raps United Nation on Twitter or Facebook, something like that, at Raps United, or go to Raps United Nation on Facebook and just look up some information, Google some information, just find out when the next projects are coming out in your area or whatever the next project is, and see how you can get down. Also, you can hit me directly on Twitter at Billy Danze of M.O.P. If you got any questions or whatever, I'll definitely, I'm more than happy to answer anything. You know what I mean?
Okay, because I want some tracks I want to send you from some dope artists. I want to name them right quick. Diamond Royalty, she signed to South Coast Records. She's a dope female MC down in Florida. Definitely check her out. I'd like to send something from Abyss. She's another female MC in the New England area. And there's an artist down south named Shice DiBiase. And I definitely check them all out if you can,
I will. I definitely will, bro, because that's what I do, man. Like, I'm thriving off of this, and I love the energy that I'm getting from these up-and-coming artists because they use that extra push to go harder. I'm not trying to compete with them or compare myself to them. I'm just very grateful that there's artists out there that take it serious enough where they're putting it all into the music, and I can hear it. I can hear the passion. So I just take that energy from them, and I move forward and move on. And one thing I like about Raps United Nation is we get all different kind of music. And like I said, we use that as a breeding to sign artists to deals. And we build hits. We don't just give them a deal, we teach them the whole game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We teach them the whole game, and we don't give them all deals. Like, everybody that's down with We Build Hits codes is actually their own boss. They own their own labels. We just kind of combine and move it all as one team to these big companies, and make sure that we stand in the middle between the artists and the big company, so that the big company don't come in and give them bullshit 360, take everything away from them. So with that being said, right now what we're doing is we're talking to about 5 different major companies, and like I said, we're just talking about getting the whole company and putting the whole company over there. But we have so much talent that everybody's after it. Because, like I said, we got the breeding ground, the Raps United Nation breeding ground. Then we got We Build Hits, which is a company that has everything from traditional hip-hop to pop music. So any playlist anywhere in the world, we have an artist that can play on that playlist. Right now, we're also doing an Indiegogo campaign to move the company a little further along, where we're asking not just Bill Dance fans or M.O.P. fans, but music fans all around the world to come in and make a contribution. Go to Indiegogo.com and search We Build Hits and make a contribution. We got some cool perks up there where, if you contribute $50 or something like that, like you get a CD T-shirt plus a live shout out on air, or a recorded shout out or something like that we move around here. And there's a bunch of stuff up there. So anybody that want to make any kind of contribution, just go to Indiegogo.com and search We Build Hits, make a contribution, and help us help these new artists get to where they need to be and deserve to be, and let's keep this hip hop moving. You know what I mean?
Oh yes, oh yes.